Today, we are going to tackle one of the biggest, most debated questions in all of tech. It's a question that starts fights online, and, it might even be the one thing that's holding you back from diving into code. You've seen this argument everywhere, right? On one side, you have people swearing that programming is basically just applied math. But on the other, you've got amazing developers who say they haven't touched calculus since high school. So if you've ever thought to yourself, I'm not a math person, can I even do this? Then this is for you. Let's get into it. All right, first things first, we have to absolutely demolish a major stereotype. You know the one. When you picture a programmer, you probably imagine some super genius scribbling crazy formulas on a whiteboard surrounded by Greek letters. But what's so fascinating is how different the reality is. I mean, sure, that math genius thing might be true for a tiny, tiny group of people. For the vast majority of developers, though, the day-to-day is all about logic, structure, and just creative problem solving. If you're building a website or a phone app, you're not really doing advanced math, you're building things. So this is the crucial distinction. What you really need isn't to have a bunch of math formulas memorized. No, it's all about mathematical thinking. It's that ability to look at a huge, messy problem and break it down into small, logical, step-by-step pieces. I mean, think about it. Every single time you write an if statement, you're using logic. When you're trying to figure out the fastest way to sort a list, that's a type of mathematical thinking right there. But that's not the whole picture, because of course, there are some areas where math isn't just some casual acquaintance. It is your absolute best friend. And it's really important to know where those areas are so you can kind of pick your battles, If your dream is to work in some of the most cutting-edge fields out there, like AI and machine learning, or maybe making incredible video games, or even stuff like cryptography and data science, then yeah, you're going to need a strong math background. It's what those fields are built on. And this table here illustrates that connection perfectly. For AI, you really need to get linear algebra to see how neural networks do their magic. For game development, things like calculus and physics are literally what makes a character jump and feel real. And for data science, well, it's pretty much all statistics and optimization. But here is the huge sigh of relief for so many of us. Even in these super math-heavy fields, your job is to understand what the math is doing, not to sit there solving equations with a pencil and paper. We have these amazing, powerful libraries like TensorFlow and NumPy that do all the hard number crunching for us. Your job is to know which tool to use and why it works. Now, let's flip that coin. Because there is a massive part of the software world where, honestly, advanced math just isn't on the radar. For most web developers, mobile app creators, and backend engineers, your daily grind is about things like APIs and system design, not trigonometry. In these jobs, the kind of math you're going to see is way more practical. Like figuring out a percentage for a sale price, making sure a loop doesn't just run forever, or calculating how many pages of search results you need. It's basic logic and arithmetic, stuff you are totally capable of. I absolutely love this quote because it just completely reframes the whole conversation. Stop thinking of math as some kind of wall designed to keep you out of coding. Instead, think of it like a flashlight. It's a tool, and it can help you see problems more clearly and, find your way through some of the more complex, darker corners of the programming world if that's where you want to go. So, if we're running with that flashlight idea, let's talk about the smart way to approach math. The goal isn't to ace a test. It's to add a powerful new tool to your belt. And here is the big mindset shift you need to make. Learn with a purpose. Don't just grab a calculus textbook and try to memorize it cover to cover. That's a terrible idea. Instead, if you get really interested in machine learning, just learn the bits of linear algebra that make those cool algorithms work. Learn what you need, when you need it, for the thing you actually want to build. And if you do want to strengthen that muscle for mathematical thinking, here are 3 awesome, totally painless ways to do it. First, jump on coding challenge sites. They're like little logic puzzles. Second, watch visual explainers from channels like 3 Blue 1 Brown. They make super complex ideas feel simple and intuitive. And third, just apply it. Build a little project that uses it, like a data visualizer. Math is always easier when you can actually see it working. Okay, so let's bring it all home. What's the verdict? Do you need to be a math whiz to be a programmer? For most jobs, the answer is a clear and simple no. Absolutely not. But will understanding the principles behind it all make you a sharper, more capable, and just plain better problem solver? Yes. 100% yes. It's what takes you from just using code to truly understanding it. So please, don't run away from math. Just see it for what it is, this powerful tool that's just waiting for you to pick it up. And the only real question left is, what incredible problem are you going to light up with your new flashlight? Thanks for tuning in.